How to know what to wear to your wedding? Juggling on everyday lives with wedding planning can be quite a struggle, especially for those brides who are strange about wedding planning. Today, Maria will advise that all essential to help you get everything organized and under control.
Well, it's Wedding Wednesday. All right. Maria Romano from Two Love Knots, founder, coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. And I have another great wedding tip for you. All right, you brides, you plan your special day, right? And you might have this beautiful, fabulous dress. And this dress just expands like 5, 6, 7 feet wide, right? Like a beautiful ball gown. And then, of course, you got this train. And you show up at a wedding chapel. And you specifically have maybe your grandpa and your father walking you down the aisle, maybe your mom and dad, maybe you have a bonus dad and your dad, and you also have some LED lights set up on the floor, right, with beautiful flowers, and you walk down and everything starts falling over. Why? Because your wedding dress is big and you wanted all these additional accompaniments. So let's take a moment here and stop and think about this for a moment. In your special day, right? You've dreamed of this day. You dreamed of walking down the aisle and being presented by your escort. Very important. But you booked your wedding, maybe at a chapel or at a venue, and you need to share with the coordinator, the planner, that you have a dress that, it's beautiful, right? It's a dress that just kind of fluffs out, puffs out. And you maybe have 2 escorts and you want LED lights, right? The beautiful elf, because it's a beautiful romantic picture look. But there's nothing romantic and picturesque when you're walking down the aisle and your escorts have to sort of lean back because the aisle isn't wide enough. And then to top it off, the LED lights are toppling over and you have, and fortunately, maybe they won't, unfortunately, they might not, break, but these are things that happen. And people need to plan for this. And this is why I'm giving you this tip, because you know what? I officiate so many wedding ceremonies. And do you know how many times I've seen this? Or because I perform at weddings at different chapels, and I know the actual width of most of the chapels, right? They're trying to seat a lot of people. So you don't necessarily have a large width area when you're walking down. And if you envision to have that beautiful dress that is big and buoyant, and you want a couple of people to escort you down, and you want that romantic look, speak to your coordinator, speak to your planner and say, listen, maybe we can eliminate a chair from each row so that it's wider. Maybe they can, add more space to it. Let them know beforehand so that your special day when you walk down the aisle isn't encumbered. You don't have any mishaps, and your both escorts can escort you nicely. They don't have to lean back a bit. Whatever it is you want that special day to be special. So think about your dress, think about the logistics, okay, and the actual mechanics of walking down the aisle. And this will save you a lot of headache. All you have to do is ask the chapel, hey, I have 2 people. I need a wider aisle, and they'll accommodate you. That's all it takes, because at the end of the day, you want to have that vision, that dream actually turn into a reality, that when you look at the video and you look at the beautiful pictures of you arriving down the aisle to meet your partner, there is nothing that interferes, nothing that topples over, and both escorts are there and you're being presented. So remember that, okay? Think about your dress, think about who's escorting you, and think about the venue of where you're having a ceremony. So in the meantime, I just want to throw a plug. My new officiating course is being released beginning of August, I'm going to be doing live training. And if you're interested about going behind the scenes of officiating a wedding ceremony, I have 3 webinars. Just go to my site, take a look. They're free. It takes you behind the scenes of what it takes to become a licensed wedding officiant. If you're at a point in your life where you want to make an impact in other people's lives, right? You want to wake up in the morning. You want to feel good. You want to jump out of bed, where maybe you're going to go perform a wedding in the Grand Canyon and hop on a helicopter or an airplane or maybe a hot air balloon, or go out to a lake and you're going to get on a beautiful big boat. If you think this is something you want, join me. You've got nothing to lose. And, my passion and purpose is to help people find their passion and purpose and love what they do. But in the meantime, I want you to think about what I shared with you in the way of this wedding information, this tip, especially for brides. And maybe you have witnessed or you've been part of a ceremony yourself where the same thing happens. I want to hear about it. Let me know. Let me know if this has happened to you. Because like I said, I've seen this happen many times. So if you plan accordingly, guess what? You're going to be well prepared and nothing is going to happen on your special day. So in the meantime, folks, continue to stay healthy, happy, safe, spread love. Have a great week.